This is lesson 7-2, least common multiple. Our essential question, how can you find the least common multiple of two numbers? And here's an example of that. Remember we said multiples means skip counting. So basically we're going to skip count by each of our two numbers to find which numbers they have in common. And then we're going to choose out of those that are in common, we're going to choose the least common multiple. So we only have one vocab word, least common multiple, which is the common multiple with the least value. Alright, example number 1. So we're going to find the least common multiple of 2 and 5. So I set it up here so that I can list out the multiples of each number. And I think this is the easiest way to set it up. If you want to do it differently, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to start with 2. And I'm going to skip count by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And I'm going to stop there. You can always add more later if you need to. So now I'm going to do the 5. Skip counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to stop there. Now I'm going to circle the multiples that they have in common. They both share 10 and they both share 20. Now remember, we're trying to find the one with the least value. This is opposite from greatest common factor, where we're trying to find the biggest. Now we're trying to find the smallest. So the answer would be 10. So the least common multiple, and we also refer to that as LCM. So the LCM, the least common multiple, is 10. Example number 2. You're going to see something very similar to this on your test. So please pay careful attention. The table lists Ben's collection of sports cards. He wants to get the same number of each type of card. What is the least number of each type of card he can get? So let's take a look at this table. He has 40 football cards, 50 baseball, 40 soccer cards, and 50 hockey cards. He wants the same number of each different type of these: football, baseball, soccer, and hockey. So these types of cards come in packs. So we can't just add them separately. He has to buy packs, and he has to basically find the least common multiple. So we're finding the least common multiple of these numbers: 40, 50, 40, 50. Now since we have two 40s and two 50s, we don't have to count those twice. It's the same number. So really the two numbers that we're dealing with are just 40 and 50. So we need to find the least common multiple of those two numbers. Alright, so let's go ahead and skip count. We have 40, 80, 120, 160, and 200. I'm going to stop there. Now I'm going to do the 50. We have 50, 100, 150, and 200. So I look to see what they have in common, and the only number that they have in common is the 200. So the LCM, least common multiple, is 200. So he's going to have to get 200 cards of football, baseball, soccer, and hockey. Alright, example number 3, we're finding the least common multiple of 6 and 10. So skip counting by 6s. We have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and I'm going to stop there. And now let's do our tens. We know all of our tens are going to end in 0. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and we can stop. Because we can already see our least common multiple is 30. All right, our last example, we have 3 numbers now that we have to find the least common multiple for. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with our 3. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. I'm going to stop there. Move on to my 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and we can stop there. And let's do our 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, and I'm going to stop there. I have found my least common multiple. I have an 18 here, 18 here, and 18 here. Now, the least common multiple has to be for all 3 numbers. It can't just be for 2 of the numbers. It has to be for all of them. For example, 3 and 9 both have a 9, but 6 does not, so that couldn't be it. So my least common multiple is 18. Here are your 3 practice problems. You're finding the least common multiple of each pair. So you have to list the multiples for each number and then find the one that they both share that is the least. Don't forget a word problem or a question, and rate your understanding.